Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chris here. Today I'm doing a lovely little scene, and in this painting today I want to get some really nice contrast going on. So I'm going to use some blues and purples. It's going to be mainly warm obviously and cool colours to get this rich vibrant effect that I'm looking for. Now I use a multiple different colours of paints, but you can use whatever you've got. Here I'm just using a dark ultramarine blue with a tiny bit of purple at the bottom. And at the top I'm using a cobalt blue and phthalo blue. And the red you see there is just a nice normal cadmium red with a tiny little bit of magenta. Now here you'll see me doing lots of glazes, and in between this I will be drying each layer before I come back and do a glaze. Like here, I'm just doing a nice soft glaze of a mauve colour. So like I said, I want the contrast. I want it pretty dark in the right hand corner at the top, and this nice warm glow coming in from the left, because I want to add some trees here. Same here in the ocean. I'm doing some nice thin glazes of the colours that are in the sky, not too strong of a pigment, to make sure you thin it out really well with plenty of glazing medium. And same again in the sky. Keep adding them nice warm pinks and then back to the blue tones. But obviously remember to dry each layer, or you'll just get a hot mess and a lot of muddy colours mixing together, which you don't want. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I really enjoyed painting this for you today. It was a nice little one to do. I enjoyed it very much. Like I said, I've dried off again, so I've come back with them nice yellows and orange colours. I'm perhaps using a Naples yellow there and a tiny bit of cadmium orange. Dried it. Gone in with that thin layer of mauve again. Dried it again. And then come back in with the magentas and the reds. It's about multiple layers here. Obviously we're in acrylic, so I like to do multiple thin layers to build the image up. As you'll notice if you watch some of my other videos, I do explain all that. I want it quite dramatic, this scene, because the actual tree I'm putting in is slightly silhouetted. Well, it is silhouetted. So I want a quite dramatic sky and nice reflections on the water. Done another glaze on that water with a thin layer of cobalt blue, just to bring all that waterline together. I want just a touch of colour, so I'm just tinting it slightly with a tiny little bit of pigment. Now I've strengthened the sky up. I'm quite happy where it is now. So I've just gone in with a brighter pink, which is like a permanent rose colour, and some violet. I'm just adding a bit more volume of colour, if you will, just to make that stand out a little bit more and give that nice warm feel against that nice cool sky at the top. So here I'm putting some clouds in, so I'm just really fleeting them across any shapes. Just make sure you don't do a repeated pattern, obviously, because clouds are all different shapes. I'm just swirling my brush around, just getting them in. Now I'm soft blending some of them edges out, can you see there? So there's not a harsh transition between that nice yellowy colour into the pinky purple colour. Same here into the blue of the sky, a nice soft blend there, because I didn't want a harsh line there either. Another thin glaze on the water. No detail going into this yet. I'll do all that when I come back and put my dark values in to break the water lines up. There's my little island that I'm going to sit my tree on. On that nice dark line at the back there, the horizon, so you got the nice contrast going up into the nice pinkness of the sky. So now you see I'm just using a flat brush. I've gone back into my dark value. And further you are back in the water, the smaller you want your lines or your wave marks or whatever you want to call them. So just remember that. And more you come forward, you want to just gradually get your lines a little bit bigger. As you can see, I'm doing here. So I just want that nice glow on the water. I don't want anything harsh. That's why I use a nice thin layer, and then I build it up gradually and just amplify some of the colours like you see me doing here with this nice pinky colour that I used in the sky. Same here with the yellow, come back and put a bit more yellow in. And just soft blend out some of the edges, as you can see, so there's no really harsh lines going in, because I tend to do that with the dark values and break up any lines that way. And now I'm just adding a bit of a different value here, just to give a bit of shape to this bush here on the left hand side, so it's not just a total darkness. So I've dried that off. I'm just drawing in my palm trees how I want them, which you don't have to do, but I like to just figure out where everything's going to go first before I actually start painting. I just find it a bit easier as well. If you make a mistake, you can just rub the chalk off and, you know, start drawing again. I'm just using a sword brush here, which I love to use for palm trees because it gives that beautiful texture of the actual fronds, and it helps you do some beautiful layers as well. You get a nice chiseled edge if you've got it nice and wet, and load both sides of the brush up to get some beautiful nice straight lines or curvy lines like I'm doing there for actual fronds. If you use the brush just a bit drier, you can get them nice fluffy edges like you can see me painting here on the actual palm leaves. But an angle brush would be cool as well. I just like these brushes because they're just a bit different than your average angle brush. If you enjoy painting or creating, guys, you can join my Facebook group. The link for that will be in the description box below. We have some really good members in there also, really helpful. Just a few little stars. I'm just dotting them in with my little detail brush, just to break that sky up a little bit. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. You can recreate my paintings and share. Just tag me in them and catch me on social media. Thanks. On screen now are 2 videos you may like to watch. And if you're not already subscribed, click on my face and be sure to click the icon bell to get a notification. As always, thanks for watching and create something wonderful. See you all soon on my next video.